Cameras V8 go-kart. This thing's pretty insane. Welcome to another episode of Mini Metal Fab, everyone. We are off to Mini Mayhem with Cars and Cameras at Busco Beach, North Carolina. I'm Brandon.
I'm Russ.
That's Kira. And today we are going to be riding around on the 85s and the 350 we have for a bit. Just taking it slow, hitting some mud and some trails, and yeah, check out the other vehicles and the other builds. Look what we have here, Brad with his big nasty. How's it going?
I got a V-twin?
Nah, but I got a 500cc mini bike over there.
Nice. Oh, that's yours?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It freaking rips.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fast. Might have to race this thing.
Yeah.
This thing looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss bike.
Yeah, it is.
500 sounds good. You've been here since yesterday, right?
Yeah, we've been here since yesterday, yeah.
Oh, you can't miss it.
Great. Thank you.
Is that a Kawasaki 500?
Yeah, Kawasaki Ninja 500,
Yep.
2003.
Nice.
The 500R.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we find. There's Brad's little mailbox. There's his other big nasty. Those things are pretty sweet. Some mini bikes over there. Look at this three-wheeler thing. ATV front end, street bike rear end. Street bike engine in it too, that's pretty sick. Honda Quad's a three-wheeler. Yeah. Looks like this is the fix-it section here. Everything's broken there. Let's see what we got over here. Old vintage Honda, that's pretty sick. With a 212 in it. Oh, that's pretty sick. A little 125, I'm guessing. Go-kart with a big block. Yeah. That was good. Have you tried shifting? Have you tried shifting yet? You can try it right here. Just cruise up. Alright. And clutch in and move the lever up. Pull the clutch in and push the lever up with your foot. No. doing? Yeah, that was awesome. Jumped up the hill. Ray, what happened? Yeah. Russell's out there trolling around in the dunes. We're gonna try to jump up this thing right here. Hit the uphill jump. All right, we ripped around this place a little bit. We're gonna head on and switch back to the GoPro footage and see what else we find. Got a bit swirly there. We got back from our ride. We're just gonna chill out for a bit, make some food, and then we're gonna go out for a night ride tonight. Look at this thing. Little mini Jeep, Jurassic Park style. This thing's awesome. Max Performance Predator. torque converter going to a differential with dual disc brakes. That's pretty sweet.
How long it took me to do that? I believe it.
We'll start from the elbow. Oh, it's got a shifter engine. That's pretty sick. Anyone go over it?
Look at front end. The rear axle is actually a lawnmower axle shaft out of a transaxle.
Nice.
Brakes off the motorcycle.
Solid. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Nice exhaust run down underneath there.
Yeah, you know.
Yup, just like mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing probably rips to 250.
Tried to make the weakest point in the chain.
Yup.
That was the goal.
Yup. You got any channels you want to tag or anything?
Not right now.
Alright. Nice build, man.
Thank you.
We're gonna race this thing versus this once I cool this down. So we'll see what happens. It is Saturday here at Mini Mayhem. We got the carburetor on the 300 dialed the best we can. It still leaks, but we're gonna take it to the drag strip today. We're gonna see what it's got. It's just gonna be leaking a little bit of fuel. It is what it is. The 500, we're gonna get some more launches and some more pulls on that. We're gonna be racing that against a bunch of people today and see how it does. So we're gonna make some lunch and then we're gonna head over to the drag strip to start testing and tuning and getting some practice launches in.
Well, Brandon and I are going to go on the zero ride on the inside. We'll let you know how it goes.
Cars and cameras, we're off. Someone's stuck. Carl will send it up the hill. That thing's sick. There's John from Cars and Cameras, right in front of us, guys. Huge line. What's up? I'm on my 85. Nice. Oh, he got me. Holy out and everything. Russell's blocking the path of everyone. Oh no, he stalled his bike. Mini quad's coming. Nice. Yeah, go-kart. Does incredible out here. This thing just eats. Haven't seen Russell yet. Wonder where he is.
Well, that was crazy. We just had to flip the side-by-side over. That was wild. I kind of spilled mine, just kind of coming up to it, but it's all right. Lost my fender, who knows when, but I'm gonna have to find where the ride went.
All right, we're about to head over to the drag strip with the 500 and the 300 quad and see what we can gap. Everyone's gonna be heading over there for Mini Mayhem, and we're gonna see who wants to race and see who we can beat. Cracking.
That thing's spinning, man. I think you need to flip that tire around.
You think it would help?
I think so.
Really?
I ain't gonna give you no more tips. That's what I'm gonna do. I can tell this man that you're spinning through every gear.
I know. I can feel it. So we just got back from the drag racing. Went pretty good for the 500, not so good for the 300. But we're at the machine show now with Cars and Cameras, and we got a crazy lineup to show you guys. Starting off with some quads. What's up? Look at this thing.
This is, it is.
Where were you at the strip?
I was waiting for you at the start. Four-wheeler. I shot out.
This is one of the big nasty bikes. This is the original one. It's where it started. Here's what it's become.
Or I'll build a cover that goes over it. I'm not sure yet. So you're making this a log. Say what? You're making this like a log this time.
Got some quads, some go-karts, some buggies. I think it's pretty sweet. Some big block mini bikes. Yo, racing seat. That's hilarious. Mowers. Yeah, this got a pretty crazy lineup this year. Tractor's towing the race bike. Yeah. Then we got the Kraken here. 500cc mini bike. This thing's insane. We got this three-wheeler, custom three-wheeler with a Ninja 500 in it as well. This thing's pretty cool. Yeah, backwards three-wheeler. Go-kart with some what are they? The three-wheeler Honda tires.
Got the matching quads. Yeah, they were watching us.
Full-size mini. Charles is rocking it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what is it? Yeah, they got another mega bike.
Yeah.
I like the tinted headlights. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this thing, I like the big tires. This is pretty awesome.
Climbed up the hill and it's just a little kicker.
Yeah, this thing's pretty nice.
Everyone was kind of.
Could use a more powerful engine. This thing's sweet. The mower. This is the mower I was talking about earlier. This thing's pretty sweet. It's got a 250 in it.
Who built it?
I don't know. That's a nice three-wheeler.
Yeah.
He's missing his seat. That's my mini bike, just the slow one.
It's got a Kawasaki in it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool still. Look at this thing.
Dang, hella stress.
Yeah, holy smokes.
Oh, it broke.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's supposed to be standing up.
Yeah, it is. Slam three-wheeler, mowers. Now this thing is sick. VF1 cross cart. 525. This thing's pretty sweet.
Inline four.
Yeah. It's got like an R6 engine in it or something like that. This thing's awesome. One day we will build one of these. This is what we are aiming for. Just don't have room yet. My father would be pissed if we did this.
Got the lifted side by side.
Oh, this thing's hilarious. This is a lifted go-kart. It's pretty sweet though. 2-wheel drive. That's pretty awesome. Long travel suspension. Gotta give it to him. That's pretty sick. Big block. It's V-twin actually. That's pretty awesome. I think probably rips.
Yeah, that's probably what it's able to pull.
Then we saw this thing earlier. We got the mower and the wheelbarrow. I mean, the wheelbarrow. Race bike. Yeah. Crazy lineup this year. Let's see who wins. This is Cars and Cameras V8 go-kart. This thing is pretty insane. They tried it on the drag strip, but it blew the belt apart and lost the air filters, so blew them straight off.
Look at the piping.
There they are. Yeah, the pipe's wild. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
Insane how it's built.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. This thing probably weighs like 400 pounds. I think more, because just the engine weighed like 400 pounds alone. Probably like 6, I guess.
Syncing up the carbs must have been a nightmare.
Yes, that was probably rough. I know. And we got Rather Be Welding here with his buggy. This thing's pretty sweet. It's Grave Ninja. It's bigger than I thought. I thought it was smaller than this. It's pretty big. It looks small on camera. This thing's pretty sick. Winch in there.
Did you see their parts in?
No. Rear brakes in there. That's pretty awesome. It's a beast. This is Cars and Cameras 525 VF1 cross car here. This thing's pretty sick. Me and Russell are gonna build something like this one day. This is our goal. Got the KTM 525 engine in it. They used the KTM 525 quad to build this thing. The whole rear end, the front suspension, the rear suspension, the drive axles and everything, engine, all that stuff. Then they just built their own frame for it. This thing's pretty sweet though.
I love it.
This is Rather Be Welding's mini bug. This thing's sick. It was gapping everything at the drag strip. It's dumb fast.
Don't try to cut them yet.
This thing looks insane.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about you. Cut it like later.
I guess we need to do the awards. So these trophies were built by me, Zach there, and where's Kyle? There's Kyle. He did the artwork and stuff on it. So yeah, so 3 of us. I think they turned out pretty good. So I don't know what exactly the awards are going to be. So I'm going to hand this bullhorn over to my buddy John here. Give yourselves a round of applause for making another amazing video.
Yeah.
The creativity never ceases to amaze me. So we have 3 trophies up here. We are going to do 2, like second and first place for the machine show, and then we are going to do Spirit of Mini Mayhem. So second place in the machine show was Brian Bridger's Drag Nasty. Where are you? There he is.
Yeah. Nice bike.
And first place with a 1-vote margin was Mr. Miles Hassinger. Where is he?
Yeah. Little Miles. Oh, he's spinning.
Torque machine.
Go take this to your dad, not drop it on your foot.
Go act like you don't see him on TV.
Good job, Miles.
And finally, we have the Spirit of Mini Mayhem Award. This is going to someone that Mini Mayhem is all about. It's just, what the event is all about. This goes to someone who's been basically actually grew up at this event. She just graduated college. She's getting married next month and moving to Texas. So we're going to miss you, Emma, but come on up here. Emma, you've been coming out here for ever since it started. Congratulations. Congratulations to all our award winners. Thanks to everyone for making another great event. We're going to get lined up in a few minutes for our evening night ride. Well, let's keep it going, guys. Thank you.
Well, we made it back from Busco and Mini Mayhem with cars and cameras. It was an absolute blast. The 500 ripped. Nonetheless, we were fighting for traction with this thing the entire time. Every single gear, non-stop spinning. Day 2 was the best for traction, and unfortunately, that wasn't the drag day. That was just testing day. That's when we got our fastest runs because it actually had moisture in the track. It wasn't just dry. So we would hook a lot better. We weren't shooting crazy roosts like we were on day 3, which was drag race day. And so, unfortunately, day 3, we weren't as fast as we possibly could be because launching this thing in the dry was very challenging. It was constantly getting really swirly on the rear end, and there's so many people you're lined up with. I didn't want to hit anyone. So I let out of it a lot of the time to regain traction and then get back into it. But by then, it's too late. The race is already over. It's such a short run. But it was a blast nonetheless. We gapped lots of things. And really, the only things that were beating us was that built 1000cc side-by-side that was boosted. That thing was pretty quick. Day 2, we actually got him in a race. But day 3, he just had better traction that day in the dry. So he was gapping us. That built CR500, that dude, that older gentleman, he was an insane rider. He could shred that thing. He was good. And that thing was making power. That thing was not stock, and it was super clean. That thing ripped. I would have loved to gotten to try that bike, but unfortunately that is his pride and joy, so that was never going to happen. And then Brad Butler with his freaking go-kart, that thing is nuts. In the 8th mile, that thing rips. It has such a crazy launch. It's so small and light, and then being 2-wheel drive, you just get so much traction, and then it's insane. That thing rips. I'd like to try a 1/4 mile race with him because by the end of the 8th mile, where he's topping out, this thing is just opening up. This thing's really a 1/4 mile to 1/2 mile bike, not an 8th mile bike. We also found a plug down there as well when we were racing. So I was running on 1 cylinder for a couple races and didn't even realize it. And I was like, why is this thing idling weird and like revving weird? And I checked and my spark plug was completely fouled out on the left cylinder there. It got wet when I dumped the bike and it messed up a lot of the electrical with sand and water in it, so I had to try to wash it out the best I could with our drinking water, and then we managed to put a new plug in and get spark again, and then we got to race some more. But it was a blast. We had a few hiccups. Unfortunately, the 300 didn't get to run as good or as much as we wanted, but next year we'll bring it back better than ever with all the improvements it needed. But the 85's absolutely ripped down there. Highly recommend getting an 85 for shredding, just messing around with. They're so much fun. They make tons of power, and they're so light and nimble. You can just whip them everywhere, and like they jump good. And like I'm 6'2", and I can fit on the KTM 85 fairly decent. Like it's small, but I can fit. So like if you're smaller than me, you'll fit on the KTM 85 no problems, and you'll be able to shred it like crazy. And the tire setup down there, the paddle with the new Dunlop in the front, the 34F, that thing was hooking good in the sand. I was so impressed. These tires are incredible. It was a blast at Mini Mayhem. We can't thank Cars and Cameras for holding it enough. And all the content creators we got to meet, Rather Be Welding, he was such a cool guy. And you saw Scuba Man's bike. That thing's pretty sweet. We might have to try something electric in the future. We'll see. We're not big on electric, but he's starting to get me a little bit more liking it. Like that instant torque is fun. It's really fun. But yeah, so stay tuned for all the rest of the videos we got. It's going to be a crazy year. We just hit 10K on TikTok. And so follow us on TikTok, Mini Metal Fab. Follow us on Instagram, same thing, Mini Metal Fab. Yeah, we'll be around for much more, and we got tons of more plans. We will see you guys in the next year for Mini Mayhem, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends to see more content like this and see more riding videos of the 500, the 300, and our other crazy builds we have planned in the future. And God bless, and everyone ride safe out there. And we'll see you at the drag strip.